Hey everybody, it is Jillian. So early this morning, had a major coughing fit like early in the morning. And I didn't really do any J juice early in the morning, but I drank a few coffees today, knocked out a few chapters, went through a whole section on the Freemasons and the history of the Freemasons in the Catholic Church. And then this afternoon, had like a major coughing fit. Like, oh my God. So, there's so many things floating in the environment. There's so much stuff going on out there. You don't know if you're going to catch a COVID. You don't know if you're going to catch some kind of other virus. You don't know if it's like pollen or any other flora and fauna. And so the whole point of Jilly Juice, when you finally get healed and sealed, even when you're not healed and sealed, is to really bring up everything to surface. So instead of me trying to suppress my coughing and stop the mucus from coming to surface, I took a shot of J juice and brought more energy to the situation, which then in turn brought up more of the mucus, more of the stuff that was still laying, low or residual from this morning. And so I just spent some time just coughing it out, coughing it out, coughing it out. And of course, a lesser person would be on some kind of ventilator. They would have to probably go to the hospital, or they would have some other issue or what other, medical intervention to then help them breathe. But my lungs are very clear. Okay, my lungs are very clear. I can breathe through my nose. I can breathe through my through my mouth, through everything. And I didn't even do waterfalls because I don't really feel a need to. I took a shot of J juice to kind of energize the situation, but not to the point of waterfalls. I mean, I could have, but I'm going to eat food and I'm still going to feed my body, let everything regenerate. And so, that's the power of the J juice, is bringing energy to your evolution. So that way you can reach that plateau. Because that's what everybody works for when they're doing the J juice. They want to reach certain plateaus. And they enjoy the plateaus. I mean, when you have a specific symptom that you have to go in reverse and it's been plaguing you for like 10 years. Let's say you have like eczema. Okay? Now, some eczema and psoriasis may take years, for a person to try to get it under control with some kind of antibiotic or some kind of like remedy. But with the J juice, you may have to deal with it for a few months, where it's coming to surface and it's like really aggressive and you're just like, what the hell? But you deal with it. You let it come to surface. You let it come to surface. And then when it comes to surface, it'll scale off. Yes. You could use topicals because all it's doing is just coming to surface, and then it's excess life that needs to be then brought out of the system. And when people shed like skin cells from eczema and psoriasis, it's the body releasing the excess. And so when things do come to surface, you can put stuff like coconut oil or anything to kind of help relieve the pain, but not like you're killing anything. You're just allowing your body to feel a little comfort while everything is coming to surface. I mean, I did that with my dog when she had her candida, like some fungus stuff, come to surface because she's going through evolution. Hey, good morning, Mehmet, all of you guys. She goes through her evolution. Her little tumor on the back of her head has gone down. She doesn't pee in the bed anymore. She hasn't had any seizures in like probably over a month. She had really a good few of them for a while. And I'm just like, oh my God. But it's all part of this evolution. Every single symptom you experience is evolution, but the difference between longevity and mortality is the fact of how you actually react to your symptoms. If you keep taking all your pills, powder supplements, and detoxes, and taking out organs and taking out, different things because you don't want to deal with that evolution, then that's going to take away more energy from your body, which then cannot regenerate. And so I want you to welcome evolution. It's not something to run away from, but it has to be supported correctly by not only all the food supply, but also with the J juice. But if you do too much of the J juice, then your body won't allow to be regenerative because you're energizing those nutrients out of your body that quickly. So there has to be a balance. In the beginning, you need to release the excess, get rid of the poop plugs in your colon, and then allow the food supply to now regenerate and repair all the damage that was in your DNA, as well as whatever you acquired over your course of your lifetime. So immortality is nothing more than just maintaining your existence with the right chemistry, recognizing what evolutionary symptoms are, and then supporting it correctly. But as soon as you take an antibiotic, as soon as you take out an organ, as soon as you bring in elements that are meant to suppress like a massive amount of pain, well, then that's when de-evolution kicks in, because then your body is not allowed to do what it's supposed to do. So I just went through a fit of coughing. It was pretty intense. I mean, it was seriously intense. But imagine what somebody who weighs like, 100 pounds, hardly has anything to their body, and then they're trying to cough out all this mucus. They don't have the strength. That's why they go to the ventilators, because the ventilators give them that ability that their body doesn't have. That's why people turn to the medical system, because they don't have the ability to actually do what the body is supposed to do. And then, yes, that's when de-evolution and mortality rates become higher, because your body isn't allowed to do what it's supposed to do, because you keep going to intermediaries to do the work for it. Just like when you do something for somebody all the time, they become lazy and expecting that you're going to save them every time, and they don't ever learn how to actually do things for themselves. And so then when that person isn't around anymore, or whatever isn't around there to catch them when they fall, they won't have the strength or the know-how to actually stand on their 2 feet. That's what the medical system is like. It's like spoiling a child. When you give the child everything it absolutely wants with absolutely no boundaries, it will not learn how to do things on its own. And that's what the medical holistic system does. It basically treats you like a spoiled child. And then when your body cannot use those antibiotics anymore, and it tries to do it on its own because it's tired of being killed, then that evolution then turns into cancer. Okay, so you have your choices. Train your body to actually work the way it's supposed to, or have it be devolved by the medical holistic system. Because you have the capacity to bring out the mucus. You have the capacity to repair all the damage to your DNA. But are you willing to work for it? That's the difference. All right, bye.